This is Smell Chow.
Hello, room service?
And due to the unusual nature of the subject we're about to discuss, we'll keep this conference informal. You may smoke if you like, gentlemen. Cigarette, Major?
No, thank you, sir.
Major Ross, we sent for you because we need a man to undertake a most important mission. One that'll have a far-reaching effect upon our final victory over Japan. It calls for a personal courage so far beyond the line of duty that you won't be asked to take the job unless you volunteer. Colonel Blaine tells me that you speak Japanese like a native.
Well, yes, sir. I learned to speak it almost before I spoke English. My parents took me to Japan when I was a year old. I spent most of my life there.
How well do you know their mental process? As we've learned from experience, they have a completely reverse approach to things.
I believe I know every kink in their corkscrew psychology, sir.
Did you travel extensively in Japan?
Yes, sir. My father was an importer of industrial machinery. He had offices in most all the big cities, and whenever he visited them, he took me along with him.
Then you're familiar with Tokyo?
Well, I ought to be. I lived there until 1937. Then I came to the State Standard College. I took an engineering course.
As the Ordnance Department is vitally interested in this undertaking, I think I'll let Colonel Thompson, who's been working with them, tell you exactly what we're up against.
For some time, Ordnance has been working with a group of brilliant civilian engineers, among them Louis Jardine. They were perfecting a new aerial bomb based on a revolutionary theory, atomic disintegration. We believe its explosive quotient will be the most powerful the world has ever known. We expect these bombs to play a decisive part in forcing Japan to surrender. Jardine was developing a vital part in the explosive container, trying it out in the South Pacific. He decided on certain major improvements and started home, but his plane was shot down over an enemy-held island. He was picked up and sent to Japan. The last code message from the plane told us he destroyed all data, but that he'd memorized his figures. However, the Japs are not aware he's important because officially he's listed as an engineer working on refrigeration plants for the Army.
We finally located him through the Red Cross. He's at Komuri concentration camp near Tokyo. We don't dare try to get him exchanged. The Japs might find out he is important.
And unless we get his data, the other engineers will have to, well, just try out various theories and hope they arrive at his findings. It may mean a costly delay in smashing Japan. Our new weapon would save the lives of thousands of our men.
Major, it's imperative that we have a man contact him. And we feel that you are specially qualified to attempt it.
Sir, it's impossible for an American to slip into Tokyo.
You wouldn't be going as an American.
Major, I feel it my duty to again warn you. Once your features are changed, they can never be changed back.
I understand, sir.
Why shouldn't I try it? I have no one close to consider. Mother and Dad are dead. The only other person was Abby. The Japs killed her.
It almost makes me believe I'm somebody else.
That's precisely what our next step is, to make you be someone else. Tomo Takashima, a Japanese soldier. Every mannerism, characteristic way of speech that makes you Steve Ross must be rooted out. That habit of yours, for instance, jiggling your thumb, it might give you away. You're going to have to be on your guard constantly to avoid...
No more talk now, Colonel. He must rest.
I'll drop in and see you tomorrow, Major.
Yes, sir.
Once your features are changed, they can never be changed back. You will carry the face of a Jap all of your life.
Well, Major, Looks like you're ready to start on your trip. The report from our Japanese-American examining board is favorable. You passed every test in features, actions, mannerisms, dialects. You're as perfect a Jap as we can turn out.
Thank you, Excellency. It has been a pleasure to study under your most talented teachers.
Excellent, Major. You're now a full-fledged son of Nippon.
That's not what the GI dictionary calls him, sir.
Who am I to question the GI dictionary?